Hmm. Let's see. I don't know if I showed you this. It's a studio track that I recorded. I think I might have sent you one, but I'm not sure. But I could never wait too long to know what I've learned about. I just think that I've probably gotten too comfortable in this skin I'm in. When I take off the mask, it's like part of me is burning out. Those aren't the parts of me that I want to talk about. And please don't breathe into me. Yeah, put it out. In a book, in my dreams, all the pages are tearing out. This is where I reread all the things that I'm scared about. In the shade that I'm in, I don't need no more fire to see what I'm staring down. Every time that I face it, I write and then I put it down. And please don't breathe into me. Yeah, put it out. Put it out. I read somewhere once that there's nothing that I should fear, but these things that I'm feeling are mine and I hold them dear. In the state that I'm in, I'm afraid of the cold. Can't take the heat, it's clear. 'Cause I've gotten too close before I've felt the burn for years. Please don't breathe into me. Yeah, put it out. Put it out. Yeah, put it out. Yeah, put it out.
That was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
That is like,
Cheers.
cheers to that. Holy crap.
Thank you.
Mhm.
After I wrote that song, I was like, cool. I was like, that's a good one. Each verse like refers to the one before it in a manner.
Mhm.
You know, like in the first one, it's just explaining, you know, I can never go too long to know what I've learned about. It's like, I wish I could have gone my whole life without, you know, experiencing some of the things that I've experienced.
Mhm.
and every time I take off the mask, which is like, this mask is like the caricature that everybody sees. And like when I'm real and speak with people about real things, I feel like, there's like part of me that's like on fire. You know what I mean? And so like, that's what that's referring to. And in the second verse, it goes, in a book in my dreams, all the pages are tearing out. And this is where I reread all the things that I'm scared about. And it goes, I don't need no more fire to see what I'm staring down. And that, again, that's that, what's burning inside. Because every time that I face it, I write and then I put it down. So it's like I'm adding to the book of fears instead of addressing them. And yet the pages are ripping out, Yeah. So the very last verse, it says, I read somewhere once that there's nothing that I should fear, which references that book with all the pages tearing out that I'm adding fears to, but there's nothing left, but these things that I'm feeling are mine and I hold them dear. So it's like I know that these, this, what's under here isn't really on fire so much, you know what I mean? It's more like just wanting to be whole in some way, you know what I mean? So it's like an identity song, but at the same time I feel like it's something that like if people break it down lyrically, they can actually get something more from it than just what it sounds like,
Yeah. That was amazing. Holy shit.
Thank you.
It's great to see you play live.
I miss playing live.
Have you done any shows?
I did years ago. I used to do shows all the time, and then I was like not getting anywhere, and I was like, I got like disheartened. I was disillusioned to the whole idea. But after COVID, I was like, no, I need to like hit the ground running when I come out of this, because I was like, I've
really
written a lot of music.
Your voice is intense.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's very loud. I like to belt it.
I love it.
Thank you.
I gotta learn a thing or two from you.
Yeah, the trick is to dare to suck at it. But also,
no, I dare to suck at it. I dare to suck at it all the time. But what I do is like I just do one takes. Like my first take is that's it. Like, I can't.
That's what most of my recording stuff is.
Really.
And like, because I don't really often professionally record. So when I do that, I'm like, oh, there's a whole process. And this guy that's like recording this doesn't want that first one to go. Yeah. He's like, just keep playing it over and over and over again.
And I can't do that.
I'm like, God damn it. I was like, I did that when I wrote it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I did this 30 times. I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
But let's see. That explains why I felt a little off. Okay.
Alright, which one's this one?
B. Oh. There you go. Let's see. Here's one I wrote for my son.
Aww.
It took me 3 years to get it out, which is funny because the song's called Baby Steps, but. It's gonna take some time, a little getting used to. Steps forward, one back and one to the side. You're gonna get inspired, you're gonna lose it. 2 steps forward, one back and one to the side. You're gonna get real tired, you're gonna give in. 2 steps forward, one back and one to the side. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. Baby steps, one by one, day by day. Any way you make those baby steps, one by one, day by day, you'll be on your way. Baby steps, one by one, day by day. Any way you take those baby steps, one by one, day by day, you'll be on your way. take some time, a little getting used to. Steps forward, one back and not to the side. You're gonna learn to love, you're gonna forget to. Steps forward, one back and not to the side. You're gonna get real big, you're gonna shrink down two. Steps forward, one back and not to the side. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. Baby steps, one by one, day by day. Any way you take this. Baby steps, one by one, day by day. You'll be on your way. Baby steps, one by one, day by day. Any way you make those. Baby steps, one by one, day by day, and you're on your way. Take some time, a little getting used to. Steps forward, none back and not to the side. You're gonna build so much, you're gonna tear it down. 2 steps forward, none back and not to the side. You're gonna love yourself, you're gonna forget 2 steps forward, none back and not to the side. It's gonna take some time. Take some time. Baby steps, one by one, day by day. Any way you make those. Baby steps, one by one, day by day, and you'll be okay. Baby steps, one by one, day by day. Any way you make those. Baby steps, one by one, day by day, and you'll be okay.
That was so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would pay to see you.
See, thank you. I need that kind of confidence booster because I'm like I love sharing my music, but then it's like I don't want people to pay for it. I'm always like, hey, look here, brand new song, here, just listen to this all the time. Don't pay to watch me play.
Yeah.
Well, like what I normally try to do is I'll play shows that are like benefits and things like that because if I go to a benefit, in most situations my money's pretty tied up in things that I'm doing in life, and I don't have money to like often contribute to like things benefits, anything like that to raise money for causes. So I'll just play them for free, so it's like I'm contributing to that and hopefully making the atmosphere of the thing better. And
that's amazing.
So my goal is like I want to incorporate the playing and the sales of my music into a nonprofit so that I can,
an artist.
Like I can make a stipend off of it by administrating the the causes and everything that I work toward, but like the income that comes off of it, like 50% of it is going into doing something for the community.
That's
what
amazing.
I mean?
That's a great idea. I'd join you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I talked to a couple people about it, and they're like, why don't you just but why don't you just make money? I'm like, I was like, because I don't want a tax break for myself. I was like, I will make and pay my income, and I don't need a tax break. I was like, I don't need to get the money back.
Then you're giving back to the community? Yeah. Oh my God.
And then I don't need to take from the government to give to the community. I'm like, that's stupid. Why don't we just pay taxes and help people?
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, I'll join you. I have a few bands. One, he's not able to continue it, but I still say that we're in a band. And then the other one...
You've been banned. No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Melodious Adventures of Tammy and Theo, because he plays the piano, but he'll make it sound like the theremin.
Is it? Wait, who's Theo?
Brian Barrett.
Brian Barrett. Okay, no, I don't know.
Yeah, he's an older dude. He stays home a lot.
Yeah.
And then I'm in with my friend Dan, the one that you Ian. And he is, or they are, the Cognitive Melissa and the Dissonance Militia. And
that's good.
Yeah, and I'm the Dissonance Militia, but he does like the beats, and I'll just like read poetry over it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
No, it's fun.
He's
it's fun.
really good. Oh my god, I have to tell you, he had this. Never mind, I won't spoil his idea.
Oh, okay.
No, because it's like genius, and I'll tell you off the record. But but yeah, no, I would love to participate.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, it's when I want to like hit the ground running. I want to get like a good group of people together that can be like, okay, because
I could put on a show.
Yeah, exactly. Not just that, but like we could also like if the positioning of people within the organization is right, then we can apply for grants as a 501c3 and like actually get money to start the project off so that we can hit the ground making changes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Without having to be like, here's what we want to do, give us money, and we're just a sketchy organization. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like I want to be in an organization that's already doing something.
Well, I know my mother-in-law or ex-mother-in-law, she's still sweet, but she knows how to grant write, and my sister I think knows how to grant write.
That's
too.
Cool. That's really I always grant wrong. I've been practicing, but I just can't grant right. That's stupid.
All right, what else you got for me?
I got all kinds of stuff.
Do something like, do you have anything like super uppy? Like da-da-da-da-da, like happy?
Oh, maybe. It's everything like even like happy songs.
It's kind of sad.
It has to reference something sad.
Acoustic,
well, and also it kind of like has to reference something sad to be like, this is why I feel good.
Oh, okay.
In some manners. But yeah, I mean.
Or a love song. Do a love song. Do you have a love song?
Yeah, I got love songs.
Okay. I love love songs.
I wrote this when I was married. We'll start that way up. It's called The Drift. Like rivers through poetry, downstream from mountains to valleys into the sea is love, love, love between you and I. Hold me closer. physical chemistry played through eternity is love, love, love between you and I. Hold me closer, hold me still. Take my soul, take me home. It's a language like no other one. It comes in waves and pulls you under. It's a vessel through the veins of time to shed light upon the thunder. So hold me closer, hold me still. Take my soul, take me home.
Very nice.
See, it still sounds sad though, right?
Yeah, it
yeah.
still sounds
I don't
sad.
have any like, hey, that's fun. You're like, this is fun. Remember? Remember the sad parts?
No, that's very poetic.
Thank you.
Do you write poetry? Or
Yeah,
do you...
I write
Oh,
all
okay.
the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I'm like, now I'm trying to like, I don't release anything that's garbage. If I start writing something, I'm like, nope. I just delete, and I'm like, I'm not hitting that topic again. I'm like, I'm
Really?
gonna wait until it comes out of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, if I try to force something, then it's like Bob Dylan, and like everybody knows when Bob Dylan didn't try, because it's like 80% of his music. Now he's great. Don't get me wrong, but like, he's like, Mabel, table, cow, how? And I'm like, come on, man. It's like, you did the rhyming thing for no reason. You didn't have to do it. Like, it's cool. You put everything out. I get it. But, like, you only had to put, like, 10 songs out.
Yeah.
And you would have been the best songwriter ever in the world.
That's kind of how I feel about my music. I've honestly put out about 10 good songs.
Yeah.
And then the rest are just shit. And I have 440 videos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
So I overshot there.
No, that's good. No, that's good, though.
No, that is not good.
No.
Like, it's true. It's only
but
like
once
10
you're
good songs.
curated, then you're like, hey, hit the scene. You know what I mean? But Bob Dylan was like, everything. All the time.
I don't really like Bob Dylan.
I like some of his songs. Some of his songs are
Yeah,
very well
yeah,
written.
yeah.
But for the most part,
Yeah.
couldn't sing well, played like shit, and wrote garbage. I'm like, everyone's like, Bob Dylan, he's prolific. I'm like, he just didn't stop writing.
Yeah.
It's like the song should have
Yeah.
stopped here. He just like,
Yeah, that's what people have told me. They're like, "Wow, that's prolific." And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's a lot.
yeah, it's a
And
lot.
that's only half of the video, the music I've done on the computer. Like I still
Yeah.
have like 800 of like song things on my
Well, that's good because I mean your stuff is like a combination of just it's also poetic as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, with the poetry I have.
Dude,
Tons.
I'm going through writer's block.
Really? You know
How
what
do you
do?
get over writer's block? Yeah.
Write about it.
Write about writer's block?
Yeah. You want to hear one I wrote about writer's block?
Yeah.
I do it all the time, but this one like stuck. This was like okay. Where did I do my phone?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's right.
Aha! And the fanny.
You call it a
Fanny. Sometimes it's in my fanny pack. Oh, okay. I hate when people send thumbs up through Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't need a notification to tell me, fuck you. Because that's it's a middle finger in disguise. It is, all right. It's like, bink. I'm like, come on, you didn't even have to try it. Like,
I
if you
actually mean my thumbs up.
But, like, as the, like, response emoji, when it's like, bink, and they're just like, boom.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't be that.
Yeah.
It's like sending K after a long conversation, and, like, everything's confirmed, and you just go, K. Oh, I didn't need that text. You know what I mean? I could have done everything fine without the K.
Yeah.
I was on to something else. That's stupid. All right, what was I? Oh, yeah.
The writer's block poetry.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, sweet. It's remembered there. Let's see. There we go. Poems.
Do you have a website?
It's an old blog. It's outdated. I don't have a lot of my new stuff on there. But I do have a bunch of stuff on there. I was like, I'm going to keep up with this all the time. And then one day I just stopped. And then I forgot everything to get into it. And then I changed email addresses.
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
well, here's this. It's called Writer's Roadblock. It goes, softly, slowly sinking tires, squealing into quicksand. Yes, the struggle was unreal were it not the land had fed upon it. Sleeping, soundly, subtle whispers waking, dancing, making love to landmarks which the mind had read upon it. Impeding on my inspiration, inevitably irritating the very inkling that I might ever use this ink for good again. A chopping block for words whistled as vowels winding out of my windpipe, consequently being cut by the constant consonants of my tongue's call to consonance. At times, the vine from which I sip my rhyme does hide a wall, and after dinner and a drink, I head on out. I hit head on, head over heels, at point-blank range, to the tip of my mightier sword, against its more formidable foe, blank paper. It's like,
I love it. I love it.
I'm like, where?
That's a great idea.
It is, yeah.
I should just write about it.
Yeah, when you can't figure out what to write about,
and that's
you
perfect.
have a
That's
subject.
so, yeah.
It's like, I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to start using alliteration to help me get into this. Like, I was like, okay, a bunch of S's, which I kind of have a lisp. So I was like, oh, this is dangerous. I hope I don't have to read it too often.
All right. So I'll turn this thing off. But that was wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.